Well, hey there, folks. If you watch my channel, you may recognize this. This used to be the wine barrel water fountain that I had on the side of my shed. Now, it developed a leak somewhere in the very bottom of it, and I tried sealing the inside, and that's something you really can't do with this wood because the wood has to be in contact with water at all times to keep it swelled up. So then I figured, well, let me put a liner inside of it. So I put a liner inside of it, and well, my liner must have had a pinhole leak because it leaked down to a certain point, and once I pulled the liner out, yeah, it did have a pinhole leak, brand new. Um, so the other day, I was actually trying to move this, and I grabbed it from the top, and well, you can see the top's missing. It just all fell apart. So you can see what happens to these if water is not in contact with them at all times. You can see all the light coming through. But yeah, something just happened to the very bottom of it, and it was just leaking. And when I flipped it over, the bottom looked like perfect, brand new, except for right around the edge, there was a little spot or some worms. Now, worms must have got in there from the ground. They must have, I mean, you wouldn't think a worm could eat its way through that, but I guess it did. And there were a couple worms right there in a little crack. So, anyways, this one's retired from being a water fountain. I'll either leave it like this and fill it full of soil and maybe plant like a little miniature tree or something that won't get too big in it. Or maybe I'll cut it in half. I don't know. I'll do something with this. But let me show you what I got over there for a fountain now. Okay, so here's what I have over here. I don't think it's going to be a permanent fixture, but it can stay here for now. I found it on my local marketplace for sale. And the lady had it listed as everything working. Well, of course, when I got home, the pump didn't work. And the pump also powers the 3 LED lights. As you can see, there's 3 LED lights in there. And since the pump was burned up, the electronic portion of it, it didn't control the lights either. And what I found out was corrosion just got in there and just destroyed the connections for the LED lights. So for now, what I did is I put another pump in there I had, and I cut the wires for the LED lights and just as you can see, just used a 12-volt transformer I had laying around, hooked it up to the correct polarity, and heat shrunk it with some clear RTV in there so water won't get in there. I'll clean that up later. But for right now, it's working. It gives it a little light at night. As you can see, each one of those has a light. So that's what I have out here right now. It's just to attract birds and whatnot to the yard. And of course, it plugs into the outlet I installed right there for it, which I had that for the other wine barrel. So yeah, that's what we got back here for the birds now until I get another wine barrel. I'm either going to have to drive out to like Sonoma, California to get wine barrels because they're all dried up here in northern Nevada at this time of year, or I can wait till next year and then everyone will have them for sale up here and I can get one. But I ultimately want to put another full-size wine barrel back here. Anyways, thanks for watching, folks. You can see all the little native bees on the sunflower here flying around. Great little pollinators.